about mental, when we talk about mental issues, they are not like, should I say, a wound on the body that anybody can easily pick up. So how do we,
women should mind the mentally can almost everything
as important as this, our emotions this time?
Yeah, taking care of emotion, time, out could be take a break. You need this, you need that. There will be things you burn out before you take a rest, before you check in on yourself emotionally.
When you talk about that, what's going on with you, not much of your life might not be saying the same way, or is it when I do this kind of thing, is it something down? Is it something
you as a monitor? You should know where, when, and where it should not. You are worn out. You know when it can affect you very much.
Only habits that support you. For instance, during the school work and all that, I don't stay well when it comes to the overall well-being.
There are lots of habits we can inculcate as a woman or minutes in the house, just applicated. You can go and probably try. When you're married,
all right, thank you very much. It's part of it. You have it. All right, thank you very much. It's part of it. You have your couch in your heart. Okay. You know, in the olden days, when you talk of asking for help, what does it really mean?
Ask for help could be.
What does it really mean?
Ask for help could be to look after your children. When you ask for help, communicate. Discuss with your partner. Time to rest. Time to rest.
All right, okay. You just when a woman didn't marry well. All right, okay. You just when a woman didn't marry well.
Emotionally advise people before you get into what you like. Advise people before you get into what you want. It is we are in a relationship. It is to come over to too much. It is we are in a relationship. It is to come over to too much.
When we're talking about self, how does this
is going to boost to go to gym?
About self.
How does this is going to boost to go to gym? It is not necessarily about keeping fit. It is both. You don't have to do it that way. Join a group of friends to talk. You know, this will help you mentally and emotionally.
All right, thank you. We also have different stages of a woman's affect us. Thank you. We also have different stages of a woman's affect us. Our hormone
stress your body will not even get yourself. That is why to rest. Stress and million they will think this could be delayed to rest. Stress and million they will think this could be delayed almost at the moment they spike up. Nice women that they should try can eat avocados, we can eat proteins, the energy
can make stress also
everybody. You know, okay. Some say 70 to 70 to find out. Some people will tell you that are you doing it right? Look up there, your weight, it can have almost every time.
All right, thank you very much. Let's talk about advice on from social time to super of hours we can.
It's important 7 to 9 hours.
At a stretch, or can we break it? For instance, let me assume 9 plus 8 hours between.
Not be every time. It might not be every day because drugs are emotions.
Okay. Thank you very much. Let me ask this. Is it possible that we break it? For instance, in the night, we maybe get up to 6 hours. When the children now go to school, or if we are told, no, we'll now do the remaining 3 hours, is it possible? Does it add up?
We can break it. I know that it is not practical for
mothers to 9 hours.
Have up to 9 hours stretch on a stretch. Like it might not be possible. But take time it might be just once in a week. There's something that I used to say. You can say that the work is much. The work might be much, yes. But if you die today, is the work not going to continue?
Work will continue.
Are your children not going to live? So live for them. You are not living for yourself alone. That is why you should rest and sleep. It might just be once in a week. You have a spouse. You are not alone. Even as a single mother affects the child. As much as you are protecting your child, protect yourself by keeping yourself healthy.
All right, thank you very much. Let's also talk about food types, the type of food we eat and maintaining hormonal balances or even maintaining healthy living generally. Does the type of food we eat affect us? If it does, you can as well just tell us, okay, if you eat this, you stay healthy. If you eat this, or if you feel you're lacking this, you can just augment by eating this.
Eating protein is very important as a woman. For women, eating protein is very important. Eat egg. You know, in the past days they will say eating too much egg. There's nothing like eating too much egg. If you eat 10 eggs, your body can synthesize all the nutrients that you need. You can eat avocados. You know, sometimes you see breastfeeding mothers, you see pregnant women, they look pale, they look so unhealthy. So you eat healthy fats. Then you start eating fats unnecessarily and try as much as possible to reduce sugary food. Reduce sugar. Sugar can throw your hormones off balance. Try as much as possible in every possible way, like I used to say. Try as much as possible to avoid processed food and sugary food. Eat healthy balance. You can cook. Do the cooking yourself so that you will know the amount of the spices you want to use, and if you are making whatever you are making, the sugar there will not be too much. If you want to make snacks, the sugar there will not be too much, so that we can stay healthy.
All right, thank you very much. Let's also look at some health checks that a woman should also look into. You know, around this climb, we do not, unless if somebody is totally down, nobody is talking about hospital. So going to hospital is not something we just wake up and say, okay, let me walk to the hospital and see what's going on with my body. Yeah. So what are some of these regular health checks, or some of these checks a woman should look forward to going for? Is it yearly, monthly, daily, and all that?
Yeah. I would say that general checkup is very important, because it will keep you in a state that you will know, you will be aware of what is going on in your body. Some people would say what you don't know will not kill you, but what you don't know might kill you if you are not being careful. It is very important to go for medical checkup, whether monthly, whether yearly. Go for medical checkup, and there are some necessary tests as a woman that you should at least go, like you should do some tests, so that even if there is any issue in your body, early detection will help you, so that it will not escalate more than what you can handle. So it is better you go for medical tests, you go for examination, so that you understand and your mind will be you have peace of mind.
Okay, let's call this health checks by their names. For instance, are we talking about breast examination? Yeah. Are we talking about pap smear? If you know them, you can mention them. If you know where our women can go to have those checks, you can also mention them.
Yeah, it is important as a woman from age 16. Go for pap smear. It is very important. You know, we have high percentage of cervical cancer now. But sometimes it can still be benign before it leads to malignant. So it is better when you go for this particular test, pap smear, you will be aware before it leads to cervical cancer and other type of cancer. It is very important. And also it is important to do hepatitis tests. Okay. As a woman, ensure that you know the state of your health. Even emotionally, you just walking, they are walking around. You see some people, you just sit, they will sit down, they are up, you ask them, deep down, I said something recently, deep down in your mind, they ask you, how are you? When they ask people like, how are you, they say fine. But deep down in our mind, we know that we are not fine. So when they ask you, sit down and ask yourself, how are you? Ask yourself that this valid question. And from that question, from that answer that is coming from your mind, you will know whether you are mentally okay, or you need to go for therapy. You know, most times women, we have this habit, resentment, and it happens in most marriages. Your spouse offend you, you're not talking about it, you just want to keep silent, or they will tell you, no, that's the strength of a woman, you don't have to speak out, you don't have to fight. No, that is major reason that you see our women emotionally, they are drained. They are not talking about it, and this practically affects almost every part of their life. You see you're taking care of your child, and a child will make a little mistake, and you flare up, you start beating the child. it might be emotional issue. So check up on yourself emotionally. It is not about you can be physically fit, but emotionally, are you fit as a woman? You should ask yourself.
All right, thank you very much. Because of our time, there's this one more thing. I think you should combine this. Let's talk about blood pressure and also checking on yourself. So we're not talking this time to come and ask you, how are you doing? Ask yourself, how am I doing? Am I really doing well? You know, you cannot lie to yourself. Even if you can lie to any other person, you cannot lie to yourself. Just advise generally on that as well. Just end the program.
Yeah, generally I would say as a woman, love yourself. You don't have to get a validity from somebody before you know that this is who I am. Do whatever makes you happy, but you don't have to outdo it. Consider people around you and seek for help. Also learn to set boundaries. Learn to say no without feeling guilt. Take care of yourself, because generally wellness is very important. The wellness is in your hand. Nobody is going to do it for you if you are not doing it for yourself. And I will show you the blood asks for blood pressure. Yeah, it is important. You know, there is this machine that they used to check the blood pressure. You can get it. You can keep it in the house. I think it is 20,000 or less. Okay. 18,000. You can get it. Check your blood pressure. You just see some people, they will be walking on the street. They will say, no, they are not sick. You don't know. When was the last time they checked their blood pressure? If your blood pressure is high, it can affect you. So you see some people, they will just collapse and they will tell you it is village people. Everything is not village people. Check your blood pressure.
All right, thank you very much. I want to sincerely thank you, Adeleye Feishayo Olamide, a public health influencer. Thank you for coming to talk to us. Even if I am not taking any other thing here, I'm taking the aspect that he said, check on yourself. And I am going to end on that note, telling all our women out there, make sure that you check on yourself from time to time. Make sure that everything is in order. Thank you very much. All right, okay. And that will be much we'll be able to take on this week's episode of Feminine Spectrum. Remember, Feminine Spectrum happens every Tuesday, 5 p.m. on NTA Channel 5 at Ekiti. My name is Amaka Ige. Good evening. See you next week.
People want to associate. We move along with TNL, various programs of children's programs, entertainment such as drama and musicals, various religious programs, promotion of indigenous cultural values and sport talent. Name it, NTA 5 at Ekiti is the station for you. Come today, patronize us. NTA and Ekiti, your choice station.